That is the coolest figure I've ever seen. So cool. February is officially here, which means every single prize figure for the last month of January has been released. And let's talk about some of the best prize figures that have come out in the last month. Now, these are the ones that would normally be one in like claw machine games out in Japan, but for us in America or overseas, you can usually just buy them for $15 to $30. And normally they're pretty nice quality and they're totally worth it. So I highly recommend it if you're getting into figure collecting. Let's take a look. Starting off with the Sega prize line of figures, we do have this figure from Call of the Night, which I think looks really good. It's personally not an anime I've seen, but I know of it. I was thinking of reading the manga at one point, and I think the quality is super good. And the fact that you get the cool little base as well. Normally they're just on like little black little circle bases or see-through. I really like this one for Sega prize, so I think this one is super nice. Next up, we got a bit of a double figure here because let me just start. I am way over Ram and Ram figures. 100% over them. There's way too many. It is so saturated, but I do like this Penguin series from Sega Prize that we have. I think it looks really cool. I like the Penguin-esque design. I like that it looks like Subaru's jacket. I dig it. I think it's really cool. I will make an exception for my normal Rim and Ram hate. We're going to kick it off to Banpresto with a blue lock figure of Nagi himself, one of the GOATs of the series, one of my personal favorites. I think looks really cool. He's in a nice action pose. I'm down for anything blue lock, so I'll take it immediately. I'm not watched the anime, but I have read the manga, which I highly recommend reading the manga. It is fantastic, super good. And Banpresto, I already have so many of their figures. They almost always knock it out of the park. Moving on to more Banpresto, this time Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. If you've been here, I have been asking time and time again, where are all the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War figures? Where's the merch? Where's all the stuff? There's been a distinct lack of stuff. Here we get a nice Orihime figure where I'm totally Team Rukia. All right, I'm not even going to try and hide it, but I think this one has a really nice facial features. I think looks really good. I think it's well done. Like I said, Banpresto knocks it out of the park. Now let's move on to a time where Banpresto did not knock it out of the park with this Unohana Retsu. This is obviously her 1000 Year Blood War version. What is happening with the face here? What is happening here? I don't know what went wrong here. They were just like, you know what? Don't put that much detail on the face. Don't worry about it. It'll be cool. It looks generally like how she looked when she revealed her Bankai in the series. It's close enough. I would not get this one. It looks creepy. It looks like it would come to life and kill you. Maybe that's what they're going for. All right, it matches with the Bankai. Who am I to say? Honorable mention. And then I do got to give a weird little nod to this Hitsugaya figure that's coming out. I don't know whether I love this or I hate this. It looks like they're going after the Nendoroid series, the chibi kind of look. It looks okay. It maybe looks almost too baby-ish, like legitimately a baby. Let me know what you guys think of the Toshiro figure in the comments down below, because I'm personally super torn. Still Banpresto, we got a whole bunch of Jujutsu Kaisen figures that are coming out this January, and I gotta say, they all look so good. So we got Kugisaki, right? Looking good. She's got her nail in one hand. She's doing the action pose. I like that the hammer has the heart on it. I think it looks really cool. Banpresto has just knocked the stuff out of the park for anything shonen. They're moving on to, of course, the Fushiguro or the Megumi figure. Also looks really good. Also in an action battle pose. I don't have any complaints here. It just looks really good. We have another Kugisaki figure and a Toto figure, which is a fan favorite, of course. Toto is in the amazing pose where they're about to do that fight. It would have been cool if Toto came with Yuji. I feel like that'd be really cool and obviously a missed opportunity, but I still think both the figures are really well done, and I think they're fantastic. Talking about fantastic, let's carry on. Here's why I like prize figures. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Prize figures, I feel like they're pretty cheaply made. That's not why I like them, but I feel like it gives them the opportunity to actually do characters that normally would not get a lot of love. Talking about that, we have Best Jeanist coming up here. I mean, he looks so good. How many other Best Jeanist anything have you seen? As someone who likes My Hero Academia Vigilantes, I will never stop talking about that. He is in My Hero Academia Vigilantes, so I highly recommend reading it. I love the love for Best Jeanist. We'll take it. Moving on, we do have a Toga figure. She's about to stab the shit out of somebody. The details looks really good. I like that she's got her little fangs in the mouth. She's got the crazy look. I mean, like I said, Banpresto just knocks it out of the park. Moving on to Shigaraki. Shigaraki be looking all kinds of zombie-like here, all torn up. I like the look. I dig it. I like that the kind of jacket is up flowing in the air. I think he looks really cool. They did a good job making the villains look very menacing in these figures, so I think there's definitely up there for contention of best figure. Moving on, we do have another duo. We have Deku and Bakugo, both doing action poses. Now, I will say the Bakugo face, like, he looks sad. Look at him. What's going on with the face here? He's like, man, don't know why I got to do this killer move. That's not Bakugo. Come on. That's not Bakugo. But Deku looks good. I like the look on his face. I think the sculpt is really good. Like I said, Banpresto, hey, they can do no wrong in my eyes, all right, except for that fucking Unohana figure. That's disgusting. If you haven't figured out yet, Banpresto is kind of the king of the prize figure. We do have a Draken figure, which looks really, really, really good. They changed the voice actor in the latest season, and it super annoys me to hear it, but he hasn't talked that much, and, you know, maybe I'll forget. I don't know. I'm itching for anything Draken. I think look at the jacket. Look at the details. It looks really good. Moving on to Boruto now. I got to give a special nod. I think this looks good. Love it or hate Boruto, okay? No matter what you think of the series, I think the figure itself looks really, really good. They did a good job with the face. They did a good job with the hair. I like his little ninja headband has the scratch through it like Sasuke. So all in all, good job. Then out of nowhere, we get a Neji figure, which, you know, it's not the details, not the greatest. I feel like you can tell with the face, the headband also, maybe because you can see it more prominently. Not the best, but I gotta give a nod to Neji. Where is this figure coming out of? They decided Neji was the flavor of the month. More credit to him. Like I said, it gives me the opportunity to do characters that don't normally get love. There's Neji. And we got to touch base on this One Piece figure, the Rob Lucci figure with his pigeon right on top of him. I mean, you got to have it. You just got to have it. He's looking real cool. He's got the little purple rose. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There were a couple of other One Piece figures that came out, but the Rob Lucci one is by far the best. I gotta have it. Now let's round it up with 2 Dragon Ball figures right at the end, okay? We got Future Trunks. That was younger Sam's dream. Future Trunks was the best. He had the cool sword. Amazing. So I gotta give it, and look at the changeable hair. Look how cool. And his hair is like up in the flowing. I mean, you can't. He's in the middle taking off the jacket too. You can't not like this figure. And speaking of figures that you can't not like, okay? Speaking of, we got the Son Goku and Son Gohan. They're in their training uniform, which is the uniform that, you know, Vegeta's normally wearing. I think they look fucking sick. When they did that arc, when I was watching the anime for the first time, I was like, damn, they look cold. They look really, really cool. So the fact that they finally put it into figure form, I think is awesome. I'll definitely be checking it out and be on the lookout. Let's move on to Ichiban Kuji. We got more Bleach figures. Now, this Ichigo figure was a big meme when it originally got announced, because what did they do to Ichigo's face? I don't know where they went wrong on this. What did they do to Ichigo's face? It seems like there's one Bleach figure every time where they're like, we're going to fuck this guy up really good. We're going to fuck him up really good. It was Unohana from Banpresto, Ichiban Kuji, Ichigo, the main man himself. So his is not the best, but I do got to give a special nod. I do think the other figures are pretty good. Like the Uryu figure, you know, nothing too extraordinary, nothing too crazy, but I think they do a good job nailing the character. Byakuya looks really good. I would argue Byakuya also has a little bit of a problem with his face, but I think the hair covering it kind of, you know, it runs interference for that. And then finishing off with Kenpachi, I think they did a good job with Kenpachi. I think he looks really, really good. They got the big stance. My girlfriend's favorite character is Kenpachi. I'll definitely be copping this figure. I think the hair, the eye patch, it all is really, really good. You get the Kenpachi one, you get the Unohana one, then you got something there, baby. Then you got it. All right, we're moving on to more Dragon Ball figures. I got to give it up for Mecha Frieza. You know we love Future Trunks. You know we're going to love Mecha Frieza and Dragon Ball Super. Frieza is one snarky ass mofo. I love Frieza. So I think this one looks really cool. I like kind of the Mecha Frieza look. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Moving on, we do have King Cold, which also really cool, you know? I like these characters, everybody gets a figure. When it's a prize figure, everybody gets one. You get one, you get one, you get one. And now here's where I have beef with this, okay? Let's look at this Cell one. He is one beefy motherfucker. Look at him. They made him wide. Damn. He comes walking at me. I'm like, I'm dead. That's like a fucking gorilla walking at me. It's like, I better not make eye contact, otherwise I'm about to get pounced. Now, I'm going to skip past the Snow Miku and some Spy Family figures, okay? Not worth mentioning. What's worth mentioning are these cool ass Yu-Gi-Oh figures. Oh my God. Look at this one with Yami Yugi with scenes from the anime behind him. That is the coolest figure I've ever seen. So cool. I don't know, say with me on this one. What if they remade the scenes from the anime using figures? That way it doesn't look so out of place. That would have been really cool, but it also would have been kind of funny. So I don't know if I would have liked that, but the stand with the Yu-Gi-Oh on it, with the background of their final duel, dude, that is the coolest. This is probably my favorite figure that I've seen all month, like out of everything. Then moving on, we're going to touch base. There's a little Dark Magician. I think his face and the coloring looks a little bit weird, but you know, true to the series, ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody's favorite girl, Dark Magician Girl. She has plenty of everything. I don't know if we really need more than her, but hey, people are always itching for a Dark Magician Girl. That's why they make Dark Magician Girl. So people are always going to be coming after it. Now, I want to show the alternate art Dark Magician. Some people like this artwork. I think it's all right, but this is not the reason. I want to end the Yu-Gi-Oh one on a bang. Look at this. Look at this. They have little mini figures of all of the characters. Winged Kribo, they got Baby Dragon, they got Moki Moki, and they got the Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. I mean, I don't know how they selected those for. It seems a little bit all over the place because, well, I think at least the 3 minus Baby Dragon, they're all GX-centric, and then Baby Dragon just was like, hey, you know what? He's cute. Fucking throw him in there. I think this is way cool. I'm surprised they haven't done figures of like all the little cutesy characters because there's a lot of iconic characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! When you really think about it. I'm surprised they've not done kind of like little mini figures like this before. I think they're cool. I'm glad Yu-Gi-Oh! Is getting more love. I'll take it. All right, let's end it on one of my favorite anime in recent memory is Rascal Does Not Dream of a Bunny Girl Senpai. She has 2 figures here. Now, they're almost fucking identical. It's going to be like a test. You have to tell me what is the difference between the 2 figures. But I think the detail on the scarf is looking really good. Look at the knitting. You can see the knitting on her shirt that she's wearing. I mean, listen, prize figures, they be getting real quality, okay? These figures that are charging hundreds of dollars and they don't look any better than this, I'm going to be expecting more. I'm just going to straight up be expecting more. I don't think it's worth. You got to think, if you could get this for $30 or pay $150 for something that's just slightly bigger, I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. So, both looks really good. If you haven't figured out by now, I'm going to give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. She's winking. All right, she's winking in the other one. So I guess you have your pick. Do you want a winking version? Do you want a regular version? I don't know which one's going to be more limited and exclusive. If you're trying to collect it, you might as well get both of them. I love this series. I think it's good. These were all of the best prize figures. Now, there were a whole bunch that I skipped over just because, you know, not exactly stuff for me. Quintessential Quintuplets is up there. There was actually more Tokyo Revengers stuff. There's more to look at. So if you want to check out the full list, I'll leave a link in the description. You can go check it out. Let me know what your favorite figure that came out in January was. And of course, guys, make sure you subscribe. We'll be covering a lot more figure stuff coming up. I enjoy it. I at least enjoy window shopping, even though I can't afford it. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Later.